Hello, welcome to another Fix It with Kronk. This time what we're going to do is we're going to install an outlet for a wall-mounted TV above the row of where the outlets are. Now what we were hoping to do here was we were hoping to feed into this box or that box over there, thinking that there was a cable in between, but it turns out that there isn't. So what we decided to do instead was to connect to a single one of these by cutting out the drywall in between the studs. We used a stud finder to find where the studs were, marked them on the wall, and we drilled through the studs. So the studs that are here all have holes drilled in them. And what we're going to do is we're going to run the wire from here over, and then from there up to the box that's going to be up there on the wall. So we're going to do that off camera, and we'll connect everything up. Okay, we're using a fish tape to pull the wire through. A fish tape is like this. It's a flexible metal tape. You could use that, or you could use a coat hanger even. A metal coat hanger would work. Okay, so we fed all the wire through to this one and obviously before you start any project like this, you want to make sure the circuit is off. Test it, put a lamp in it or something, see that the circuit is off. We had to cut holes. We drilled the holes through the studs. We fed the wire all the way up. We actually had to cut a different hole up here because the first one was too big. And this is where we're going to put our old work box. So this is an old work box. Kind of has a flap on it to hold it to the back of the drywall. So we're going to feed the wire up through this, put it into the wall, and put these screws in. The screws hold the drywall from behind and makes a pretty sturdy box attachment for the installation of the outlet. So we ran the wire up through the box. We put the box in place. So we're ready to connect the duplex. So we cut the wire to allow a little bit of work on it, and then we're using the wire strippers to strip off the insulation enough to put the duplex in. You want to always make sure that you connect the ground. All right, the green screw is the ground, and the green screw is you should always put your wire clockwise around the screw, because when you tighten the screw, remember righty tighty lefty loosey, the wire tightens with the turning of the screw. Now this particular outlet has push-in connectors on the back for up to 14 gauge wire, or you can use the screws. But if you use the screws, the brass colored ones are for black, and the silver colored ones, sorry, a little bit hard to tell here, these are silver. The brass colored ones are for your black wire, and the silver colored ones are for your white wire. And the screws that you don't use, you want to make sure that you tighten them in so that they're flat against the body. All right, so we connected the, you see how the, oops, let me get the camera on here. See how the black wire is under the brass colored screw, and the silver wire is under the silver colored screw, and then we'll hook up the ground wire. And you can, once you connect all the wires, you can put it into the wall. All right, so the outlet is in the wall behind where the TV is going to go. And we'll put a patch over this other hole. Now, you always want to connect the outlet that you're installing first before you connect it to where your power source is going to be. So we're going to tap off of this outlet for that, and we're going to patch these holes, and then this wood decorative surface will go back in place, and we'll be good to go. Now, in order to patch the the hole, what you want to do is get a paint stick or some small slat of wood, and it has to be wider than the hole, like this. But you want to put screws in both sides, and then you'll have a surface to mount the piece out. So if you have a hole that's cut irregularly, you want to patch it, or you want to patch these guys down here, we'll wind up doing the same thing there. So here's what that looks like after it's patched. The arrow on the piece indicates the direction of the piece that was cut out. So when you spackle that and finish it, you should be good to go.
Garage door.
I don't think I need to do any more screws.
So on the outlet to connect it up, I connected the ground to the other grounds. And this particular outlet had stab-in connectors on the back. I don't know if you can see them there or not. But you do them on the same side as the black, black to black, black to the brass, and white to the silver. And this particular wall with these wooden decorative panels on the front, this outlet is going to be flush to the face, and that's why it has these extenders, box extenders on it. So you do need to replace the screws with longer screws, which you can do, which we did here. And the holes are all patched. They're just going to get some spackle. They're not going to get painted or sanded or anything because they're going to be behind the board. So the outlet behind the TV is done, and we're good to go. So thanks for watching another Fix It with Kronk, and please like and subscribe.